Place Des Vosges is a square located in the historic district of Le Marais, which hosts many restaurants, fashion stores, and museums. The Place Des Vosges, originally known as the Place Royale, is quite distant from the more popular attractions of Paris, such as the Notre Dame, the Eiffel Tower, the Arc of Triumph, and the Louvre. This square is so far, even the tour bus doesn't go there. So if you go to Paris and want to stay away from all the crowded attractions, this square is probably the place to go. Although it can be crowded sometimes. This square is 120 by 120 meters, making it just a bit bigger than the square on the AQ building on the SFU Burnaby campus. Built in the early 1600s by Henry IV, the Place Des Vosges is the oldest planned square in Paris, adding to its historic importance. Henry IV was King of France from 1594 to 1610. Unfortunately, 2 years before the completion of the square, Henry was assassinated. Henry wanted his square to make Paris one of the jewels of Europe. In order to do so, he wanted to build a square of only brick and stone, as opposed to the common timber materials of the Renaissance. Back in its day, the Place Royale did not have any trees or grass like the modern square. Despite this, the square was very modern looking and impressive for its time. It was the perfect meeting and living space for many nobles and other rich people. The Place Des Vosges still holds a high value today, where the rent on a small studio goes for 1,500 Canadian and a 2-bedroom goes for 6,000 Canadian. Undoubtedly, the most expensive units are those of the King and the Queen. The King's Pavilion makes up the south entrance and the Queen's Pavilion makes up the north. These units were designed to accommodate the royals, but they never really lived there. One might see Italian influence in the buildings, but the roofs make it look like Parisian architecture. At the center of the square, you will find a statue of Louis XIII on a horse. He became the King of France after his father's assassination, and he ruled until 1643. Within the perimeter of the Place Des Vosges, you will find 4 fountains that were added in later decades. There's many things one can do in the square, like walk through the perimeter hallways or try to get lost in the square's simple layout. Whatever you choose, the Place Des Vosges is a great place to relax in a peaceful environment and enjoy the historic visuals that surround you 360 degrees. What the fuck? Thanks for watching.